Hey guys, welcome back to another Pilates with Jayde. Today's workout is a 10-minute glute workout, and we're going to be doing this one all lying on one side, and then halfway through we'll swap over to the other side. It's quite a burner for such a short, sharp and shiny workout, so I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and also head on over to Pilates with Jayde on Instagram and give me a follow there. Okay, so you don't need any equipment for this one. Just grab yourself and a mat if you've got one, and then we'll get into it. Okay, so we're starting today lying on one side with the knees bent and just making sure that the feet are in line with the hips. The hips are in line with the shoulders and the shoulders are in line with the wrists. We're going to have the top hand out in front for support and balance, and making sure we're bracing through our center before we start, so the core is tight. I'm going to take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, squeeze the heels together, squeeze that top glute and open the knees. So this is called a Pilates clam. So we're just starting with 10 clams to warm up on the first side. The focus is on squeezing that top glute before you open the knee and trying to hold that activation as you move that top leg. Making sure as well that you're only taking the leg as wide as you can without rocking the hips backwards. So we want to keep the hips stacked one on top of the other and keep the upper body as still as we possibly can. So all of the action is happening with that top leg. We just have one more to go here. And then we're going to make this movement a little bit harder by taking the feet up off the floor. So it's the exact same action of that top leg. We're now just holding these feet up off the floor as we exhale, squeeze and open. So we've got another 10 here. Making sure we're still squeezing those ankles together and thinking about squeezing that top glute before the leg opens. Coming up to number 7 now, just a few more. Exhale to open, inhale to close. Last 2. Exhale, open, and then relax the legs back down, taking the feet back down to the floor. So now we're just adding an extension of the legs. So this time we're going to inhale, open the knee. Exhale, extend the leg up at hip height in line with the body. Inhale, come back to that clam position. And then exhale, close the knees back together. So it's an inhale to open the knee, an exhale to extend, an inhale to come back to the clam, and an exhale to close. Good, so we've just got another 6 more here to go. Making sure that as you extend the leg, the kneecap stays facing forward, and that we're really extending behind the knee, so straightening through the leg and pointing through the toes as you extend. We also want to make sure that the leg is in line with the body. So if you look down towards your toes, you shouldn't be able to see your foot. It should be back in line with the body. Let's finish off one last one here. Inhaling to open, exhaling to extend. And then we're going to go straight into bent leg raises. So now we're going to exhale and just lift the leg up and down. So it's an exhale to lift and an inhale to close. You're keeping the knee bent and we're keeping the kneecap facing forward again. So a little bit different to a clam. This time as we raise the leg to hip height, we want to keep the foot and the knee in line. So we're not opening the knee this time. We're just simply exhaling, squeezing that top glute and lifting that top leg to hip height. Finishing off one last one. And then we're going to lift the leg back up to hip height in that same position. And this time we're going to inhale, sweep the leg forward, and exhale, sweep it back. So we hold the leg up at hip height with the knee bent. Inhale to take it in front of the body, and an exhale to take it behind. So as we do this one, we're really focusing on keeping the spine as still as possible. So that might mean making the leg sweep a little bit smaller because we don't want to take it so far back that we arch through the lower back. So really focus on keeping the spine still and the core engaged as you inhale forward, exhale, sweep it back. Let's go one last one here. And then to finish off this side, we're going to extend the leg back out at hip height, straightening through the knee, and we're going to just draw small little circles with the toes. So we're circling the leg forward and then back in the other direction. So that circle is coming from the hip, keeping the leg nice and straight and bringing it in to relax. Well done, guys. You're exactly halfway through the workout. So we're going to flip on over and repeat that whole sequence on the other side. So before we begin, just checking that knees are bent and feet are in line with the hips. Hips are in line with the shoulders and shoulders in line with that top wrist. And then we've got the top hand out in front. We're starting with our clams. So it's an exhale to open and an inhale to close. So remembering with this one that we're squeezing those ankles together. And we exhale, squeeze the glute and open the knee. Only going as far open as we can without rocking those hips back. Just got a couple more here, just warming up this second side. And last one, and then we're going to lift the feet up off the floor and continue with the feet up. Exhale, squeeze and open. Inhale, close. Still squeezing those ankles together. Making sure as well that we're keeping that top shoulder down and back and we're not tensing through the upper body. So keeping the upper body relaxed, the core engaged. Just another 5 more here. Deep breaths as it gets harder. So breathing in through the nose as we close the knees together and exhaling out through the mouth as we open. And finishing off that last one and relaxing the feet back down. And now for our extension. So we inhale, open the knee, exhale, extend, inhale, bring it back, and exhale, close the knee. Inhale, open, exhale, extend, inhale to bring it back to the clam, and exhale to close. Good, keep going with this one. Remembering that as we extend that leg out, we make sure that the kneecap is facing forward. And we're extending out at hip height if we can, back in line with the body. Good, just a couple more here. Squeezing through that top glute. And we're going to finish off one last one. Inhale, open, exhale, extend, back to the clam, and then back together. Straight into our raises. So exhale, squeeze and lift now, and inhale, close. Remembering that we're lifting up to hip height and we're keeping the knee and the foot in line now. So it should be parallel to the leg that's resting on the mat. Just a couple more here. Squeezing through our center, so making sure the core stays tight. Squeezing through that top glute and really breathing deeply as it gets harder. Just a couple more. And coming back up to hip height, we're going to hold it up for our sweep. So inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, we sweep the top leg back. Inhale to come forward. And exhale to sweep it back. This is quite a tough one, especially after all the work we've done. So keep breathing deeply in through the nose to come forward. exhale out through the mouth to go back. And if you need to make the leg movements a bit smaller, you can. We really want to focus on keeping still through the body and not arching through the lower back. Good, doing really well. Let's just go for one more here. Inhale forward, exhale back. And then we're taking the leg out to hip height for our last exercise, which is those circles. So circling from the hip and then reversing the other direction, holding that leg up at hip height if we can. You're nearly there. And relaxing back down. Well done, guys. That is your workout done. So we're just going to stretch it out now. Coming on over to our backs. We're taking the foot over to the opposite knee. And then you can lift up that bottom leg as well to increase the stretch. We'll just take a few deep breaths here, stretching out these glutes. The Pilates clams are definitely always harder than they look. So you've done really well today, and you can see that in just 10 minutes, you can get a really solid glute workout in. And if you wanted to make it harder, you could always start the video from the beginning and do it all again if you really wanted to. And just swapping sides with this stretch as well. So opposite foot to opposite knee and lifting up the bottom leg to increase the stretch. But thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you enjoyed today's booty burner quick 10-minute workout. And if you did, be sure to leave me a review, like and subscribe to my channel. And also head on over to @Pilates with Jayde on Instagram for more Pilates content over there. And that's all from me. So thanks again, guys, for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.